Hi House and Home, I'm Vanessa Francis of Vanessa Francis Design, and welcome to my home. We are in my home in Milton, Ontario. I live here with my partner Greg, my dog Ellie, and my daughter. This house is kind of like our chapter 2. Greg and I are both widows. We met, we fell in love, bought this house, and we really make a good team when it comes to like decorating, designing. We have that in common. We have been in the house about 2.5 years. This is really a builder basic house. When we bought it, the finishes were really dated. There was nothing special about it. I love the coziness of it and the fact that it was an open concept, but it really had no charm and it was pretty basic. So we did a total renovation, which took about 3 months. The entryway is not how it looked when we bought the house. It had a weird angled wall and what I like to call a takeout window where builders just punch a hole in a wall for some unknown reason. So we got rid of that wall. We made the other wall longer to accommodate a built-in custom closet. We added a stained glass window above the door. We added a striped wallpaper that you can barely see, but it's there. We put in herringbone tiles, and the light fixture, which I love, is from a company called Original BTC in England. It's handmade, it's porcelain, and I just think it adds so much to the entryway. The living room, there really wasn't a focal point in it, so we decided to do a gallery wall. And I've done them in every house I've lived in. I think they add so much interest, and you can display your photographs or things you've picked up on your travels. And my partner Greg has painted some of those pieces as well. The piano was my partner's mom's piano that she learned to play on as a little girl, and then she taught piano on it. It's probably from the early 1900s. And she passed away when my partner Greg was in high school, so it has a lot of sentimental value. We both learned to play when we were younger, and every now and then we will play on it. When we made the wall in the entryway larger, it gave us more of a defined space for the dining room, and it made this cozy little spot that we could fit a table. And I've always wanted to have a bookcase in a dining room, so it was a perfect place for it. We added the wallpaper. That was kind of the jumping off point. And from that, we picked the wall color for the tongue and groove. One of our friends was selling their house and they had these stained glass windows from their home from the 1930s, and they fit perfectly in our window, so we just installed them. And then we had the cafe curtains put in afterwards. The table is handmade. It's white oak. And the bentwood chairs I've had for probably 10 years. And I had little seat cushions made for them just to make it look a bit more cozy and charming in there. It's not a huge kitchen. It's roughly 20 by 11. We didn't really change too much other than moving the sink from the island to the perimeter. I really don't like sinks in the island. They get so messy. And when we entertain, we mostly have people over for drinks and appetizers, so it works perfectly for that. I've always loved islands that look like a piece of furniture on legs, so that's what I did here. And the stools are also bentwood. I have a thing for gingham. I just think it's so charming. I love the backsplash. It's a liege tile. Some people say, oh, it's a trend that's over, but no, it's been around for centuries and it's going to be around, I feel. I just love the handmade quality of it and the iridescence that it brings when the light hits it. I always think a kitchen needs display of some sort. So in my kitchen, there's open shelves above the sink, and there's also glass front cabinets. And behind the glass front cabinets is what looks like wallpaper, but it's hand painted by Greg. And I just think it's so charming and cute. We did add some cabinetry at the end of the run. There was nothing there. And in the pantry, we have these walnut containers, which keeps everything organized. I have my teas and all my supplements, all in separate containers by a company called Hayfala. And I think it just looks good, but it's also so functional. I really thought about storage and inserts to put in drawers. And one of my favorite things in the kitchen is my spice drawer, where I finally have one after all these years, and I have 48 spices, all alphabetical, and so it makes cooking a breeze. I just love it. The table in the kitchen is a Facebook Marketplace find again. It's from the 1920s, I believe. It has little wheels on the bottom. And the banquette we just had made by my carpenter. I've always wanted a banquette. I think that corner was just calling for it. Can you tell I love bentwood chairs? I have them everywhere and I've had them forever. I just think they're an iconic shape and they've been around forever, and it just adds some charm to the house. In the laundry room, the tile was an inexpensive pattern tile that I fell in love with, and that was the jumping off point. When we moved in, there was no cabinetry. There was just the appliances and the sink. So we added all the millwork and we added some beadboard in there. We picked the color for the cabinetry from that tile, and I think it just adds that charm again to the space. There are 2 staircases in the house. The second staircase leads up to what is the 5th bedroom, and you could have it as a bedroom or a nanny suite, but we have it as an art studio. It is an art studio for Greg, but I also want to get into painting. I took fine arts at college after university, and my daughter paints sometimes, so it's really become a creative space for all 3 of us. The other staircase leads to the 4 bedrooms. In the principal bedroom, it was basically drywall walls, and I wanted to add some dimension, so Greg put up the board and batten. It's a fairly easy weekend project that anybody could do. And the color is a beautiful pinky beige, which is so enveloping and calming. I've had this headboard for probably 12-15 years, and I've reupholstered it. But also I've changed the shape of it. It was first rectangular, then it was scalloped, and now it's got this beautiful curve on it. The ceiling fixture is from a vintage antique company, and we actually painted it 3 different colors to get the right color. And then we found these beautiful gingham shades from a local Etsy seller. In the ensuite, the builder put in a typical step-up tub, which nobody really uses. So we got rid of the tub and put in this large shower. And the wall tiles in there are ones I've had saved for years, and I finally got to use my blue wall tiles. Before, they had a vanity with 1 sink, so we built this custom vanity with 2 sinks, and I think it has 9 drawers. I knew I wanted to have wallpaper in the ensuite, and I found this beautiful floral one that I love, and bought those gingham shades from the same Etsy seller. And then we did beadboard just to add some more dimension. We also added a storage cabinet in the ensuite. There was just a niche with nothing there, and it was calling for a built-in, so we did that. The wallpaper in my daughter's bedroom, we had a hard time choosing one that we both liked, and then I showed her this cloud wallpaper by Schumacher, and she loved it, and I love it. It's beautiful, it's very tactile, has some dimension to it, and I think it really sets a tone for her bedroom. It's very calming. In every home that I've lived in, I've had a built-in custom home office with tons of space for storage and a huge workspace to work on. I designed the bookcase myself, and it houses all my beautiful design books, and I have trays for some of the projects I'm working on as well. When people come in, they always say, "I love your wallpaper," but it's actually hand-painted stripes. Greg painted those very meticulously, and I love it. And I think it's not too overwhelming to the space because the blue color is kind of light in tone, and I think it just makes the room. Greg actually painted the portrait of his mother, and the picture above is of my mom taken when she was pregnant with me in London, England. The furniture in here, I've had probably some pieces for 15 years. The brown chair, it's from Whittington's. I've had that reupholstered probably 3 times maybe in 15 years. The sofa is maybe 8 years old from the same company. And the beige chair, I actually designed this myself with my upholsterer maybe 10 years ago and had it reupholstered. It was actually Ellie's chair. And when I had it reupholstered, I had him make an extra seat cushion because I knew it would get dirty from Ellie. So when people come over, we bring out the extra seat cushion. And she loves it because it's so cozy. We love the layout of the house, but we didn't like the finishes. So we changed everything. We changed the flooring, we changed out all the doors, we changed out the trim, all the lighting, a total gut renovation. It was a lot. We love this house. It's cozy, quaint, charming. We just love everything that we've done to it. It's totally us. My Instagram handle is Decor Happy, and that's been kind of my mantra, is that you should decorate and design your house for you and you only, and do what makes you happy. And this house really makes me happy.